50 pounds like 2 years ago. And so I've been at this weight for 2 years. And I've gotten used to it. At first it was a little tricky, but now I've been at it for a few years.
I'm sure you maybe have already been asked a few of these questions, but is it still a little weird seeing 47?
Yeah, it's been weird. Pretty used to 66, but yeah, I got to take the knee braces off and get in a skill position number. It's kind of fun.
So what's your 40-yard dash time?
I don't know. You guys I have to ask Thunder. He didn't release him, but it's definitely sub 5. I know that.
So you can run a little.
What?
You can run a little.
I can run a little bit,
yeah. And you were a defensive end in high school?
Yeah,
is that
I played
correct?
defensive end in high school, and then I played defensive end the first year here, and I got moved to the line. So I've done a little bit of everything.
Did you ever get put in when was the last time you really caught passes? Ever?
High school barely.
Yeah.
We'll see. I got hands, so we'll see.
You got hands. Okay. When you think back to last year being put on scholarship, how life altering was that, or whatever year it was?
It was big.
Was it last year?
Yeah, it was last. It was about a year ago too, around there. It was a big deal, but I was just worried more about playing. At that point in my career, I didn't really care about the money. I was worried about getting on the field. So, but it was an honor.
So,
thank Coach Noah for that.
In another variation of that, then, how important was it to your family that you got put on scholarship, and what was their reaction?
Yeah, my dad was actually in the facility when they had like a player-parent meeting. My dad was in the facility, and I broke the news to him. It was pretty surreal. He was excited.
He was more excited than you were.
I wasn't really excited. I think he was more excited.
Sure. Did you, being local here, did you grow up an NC State fan?
Yeah.
Did you always just want to play here and not go somewhere else at a smaller school?
Yeah. So I was playing baseball, so I didn't really know where I wanted to go baseball-wise. But I was always a fan of NC State. But yeah, when I got the opportunity to walk on here, it was a big honor.
Who was recruiting you?
I got recruited by Coach T, and then at the time I was talking to Coach Kitchens, but he had left at that point, and so my main communication was Coach Trevathan.
Was there any college baseball career interested?
Yeah, I was interested in going to like UNC Charlotte, maybe Davidson, and some other small schools.
What was your position?
I was a pitcher.
Okay, so give me a summary of your stuff.
Yeah, so I threw really hard. I didn't know where it was going, but I threw pretty hard. Just couldn't locate it. So.
What do you remember about the senior year, breaking your arm and stuff?
Yeah, that was rough, but I knew he was coming to NC State at the time. I wasn't planning on going to NC State. I didn't have that offer yet. But yeah, it was pretty rough because after I broke my arm, I was pretty much focused on baseball, and then I ended up getting looks for football. So yeah, I just went there. But yeah, that carry game was fun. I think we won this or something.
And how quickly did it take you to football? Obviously going out to the senior kind of later than a lot of other guys.
Yeah, it wasn't that quick, I'm going to be honest. The first few years, just get used to it. But the good thing about not playing football was I didn't have any bad habits. So I didn't come in with any bad habits, but I had to learn a lot. And it was pretty humbling my first 2 years. My first year I went against Icky on D-line, so it was, as you can tell, it was pretty humbling. Yeah.
What was I thinking when I guess what is your major? Because I'm guessing academics has probably played a huge role in all these years too.
Yeah, that's a big factor for me. I'm a business finance major. I just graduated in the spring, and now I'm working on a master's program in business.
When you think back to the journey and competing at left guard, I mean, were you shocked when they came to you about tight end? Like, kind of describe that conversation.
Yeah. At the time I was still competing, but when they came to me and said we need help on the edge, it was a no-brainer. If I could help the offense, I might as well do it.
Sure. But when was that conversation made?
Towards the end of fall camp. He came to me, said I was needed on role, and it's been working out since.
Is this Coach and I that?
Yeah, so Coach and I and Coach TJ both came up to me and said I was going to be needed.
What do you think is the biggest adjustment at tight end?
Just playing in space more. So like interior O-lineman, you're not playing too much in space. You're more in the interior with the big guys. But yeah, it's just playing in space. It's been good.